The game versus the Whitecaps. Earthquakes fans everywhere are sad from the slow start of the season, as well as a disappointing result versus our rivals at LA Galaxy. But this weekend, the Earthquakes look to capture their first points of the
just over the top of his head, follow-up chance! Rounds the corner, looking for the far corner!
Well, it's shaking. I don't even got the lights and everything set up. I'm just going to freestyle this week a bit. Pain. Tough watch. I think it's extra tough just based off the results thus far this season. If it was a one-off, it'd be different, but fair to the fans, it's not been a one-off. It's been a constant theme. I will start with some positives. The biggest one, Luchi Gonzalez. The subs, I liked. He wasn't afraid to make them. He was willing to try new things, put some new guys in there. I liked some of the things I saw from Morales. The idea of Jax at a 10 is interesting to me, especially right now. I think we can all tell we're missing Miro and some of that. I also want to start at the top of the show with the biggest negative and a goodbye to RP Kirkland. Those of you that don't know who he is, if you've gone to a game, that is the reason the game is running. That man was in charge of fan relations, I believe, or supporter groups. I'm not sure on the exact title, but he was always running around. He was making sure away fans were taken care of, that the supporters groups were everything they needed was running. He is top of the line. That is a huge loss for the club. It's a sad day. Best of luck to him and all his future adventures. I hope one day maybe we can see him again. RP, I mean, I personally got to work with him. He was great. I'm definitely somber. I've also just come back from a big road trip, so just trying to get this in really quickly. Other negatives, I think obviously we're missing Miro, like I was saying. And it's going to be interesting to see how we fill that spot. I don't really care to break down the tactics. We're playing... Actually, I will say they were playing a 3-5-2 and a very, very well-organized 3-5-2 in the sense of it was very hard to break down. And I think the problem for us is we did a good job of about 10 minutes in. I know I just said I wasn't going to talk about tactics, but I love tactics. So about 10 minutes in, we did a good job of opening up the back line and maybe trying to spread the play and play wide, but in the 5, it was easy for them to shift out wide. I think the problem was two things. One, I think we didn't have a single midfielder get the ball, receive it, churn, and go. I think that is something we desperately need. We have a lot of guys opening and running around the space every once in a while and playing it back to the keeper, trying to maybe pull out a little bit, but taking the ball and driving with it is something we desperately need, and I haven't really seen too much in the midfield since Eriksson back in 2017, or Magnuson, and then a bit with Miro if it was further up. Jack Skane at times, right? But I can't say it's a consistent thing. We haven't seen him attacking it too much, and then just passion. I'm not saying they're going out there and trying to lose, but it's even worse for LA Galaxy. This game, it's like we were looking for a bounce back, especially at home. I want to see the guy who's running into someone, breaking a leg, again, figuratively. And they're trying to go, and they're trying to light a passion. Like, if I've been talking like this all podcasts, all two of you that listen are probably really bored if we're all just going through the motion, going through the tempo. But if I talk like this and I have some passion, it lights and it ignites through everyone. And I'm not saying that they don't care. I'm not saying that they aren't trying. I'm not seeing that old school, just pure hatred, pure like, maybe I'm not the most talented, but I'm going to outwork you on the field. I don't even care if when we're playing Sporting Kansas City, if we win. A little bit I do. I'm supposed to be in Kevincho's stream, so if you're listening to this, be sure to check that out. Saturday, I'm going to be raising some money for charity probably, and potentially eating a lot of spicy wings the way this is going. I'm going to be eating a spicier nug for every single shot on target Sporting Kansas City get. It's going to be very interesting to see how that game goes. But honestly, I'm at the point now where I'm remembering it's just 3 games, right? I'm remembering it's only been 3 games. It's a 30-something game season. We could be great the rest of the season. I just want to see fight. I don't care if we lose every game 8-0. I want every team to be like, how did we walk away with 8? We just got a few chances and put them away. But golly, I'm banged up after that game. And honestly, that's all I want to see going into the next game.